Hey YouTubers, it's Dansky. So in this video I'm going to show you a really useful way if you're looking to ascertain whether there's enough contrast between one color or another, particularly in digital design. Okay, so if you go to the website jxnblk.com, you should land here. If you want to give the guy, Brent Jackson, some love, there's his Twitter and Tumblr and SoundCloud and what have you down the bottom. And then you've got all these bits here in the middle. And today we're going to be focusing on Colorable. So if you click that, and then click Text Demo at the top. Okay, and you should see a screen like this. So effectively what this allows you to do is change the foreground color, so the text, or the background color, which is the dark blue in the background, and it will give you a contrast rating. And it will tell you how much contrast there is between the text and the background, and therefore how visible it is, or how clearly visible it is to the person viewing it. So, for example, you can slide the hue, saturation and lightness sliders here, or you can just enter a 6-digit hex value. So let's enter white. And we'll make the background black. Okay, so you can see this has a maximum rating of 21 because black is the darkest color there is and white is the lightest, and it gets a AAA rating. Okay, so if I go to the background and I increase the lightness, so reducing the contrast between the text and the background, you'll see that the rating actually goes down. AAA then becomes AA, which then goes to AA large, and you'll see that when I get to about 3.0 and below, it will say fail. And that's because there isn't enough contrast between the background and the foreground to be clearly legible by a variety of different people. So there's lots of different displays out there across many different devices. They all display color slightly differently. And if you're looking to kind of play it safe and you want to know where that kind of point is, where you probably should have that tiny bit more contrast and not go too much the other way, then this is a really handy way to do it. So another good example, if I make the background white and then change this to 999, which is a very popular web grey, and you'll see that this is actually a fail. So even though on your display you may be able to read this and the large text here might be okay, if you're using, for example, smaller paragraph text and you're using a colour like this, it's actually harder to read. So it might be worth considering changing the colour to something different. So you can see 666, another kind of shade of grey that's on the web safe spectrum, and you can see that gets a much better rating and it's a lot clearly legible. And you may be seeing this differently to me now because you're on, as I said, a different display. So but this is a really handy way. Let's just try something else. Let's just kind of change the colors entirely to something really random. Okay, so this is an awful color combination, and you can see here that it has a very poor rating of 1.27. Okay, so moving the saturation, not much better. And if I increase the lightness, okay, there we go. So it looks awful, but we can get it to a place where it's acceptable. And as you change the hue as well, you can see the values change. So a really useful tool. Like I said, if you really like this and it's helpful, please feel free to give Brent Jackson some love. His Twitter is on the main page. Okay, and I hope this was helpful for all you digital designers out there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a little like. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. And if you could like, comment and subscribe for more videos, I'll see you next time. Take care, guys.